Welcome back. One final point before we go tonight. I read a study today that shocked me. A third of teenagers in the U.S. haven't read a single book in the past year. Not a single book. Now, I know every young person in the country isn't going to be a library lady like me and carry a book around in my purse, but dude, you gotta read books. There are good reasons why. So I put together a list of advice for millennials and Generation Z as you head off to college for the year. My first piece of advice, read a book. Read lots of books. Read as many books as you can get your hands on. Reading books helps you think for yourself. Reading books is the best way to educate yourself when you're young. It helps with your attention span, which, if you're anything like me, your attention span is about the length of a gnat when you spend all day on your phone. If you read a book, your attention span gets longer and better. You'll get smarter. If you want some book recommendations, let me know. I'll send you my book list. Also, going to a bookstore, poking around in a bookstore is the most fun thing to do. It's a good place to start. Number 2, call your parents every day. I'm 29 years old and I call my mom every day on my drive to work. These people know you better than anybody else in the world. Your parents have already given you the love that you seek on Facebook. They actually do like everything you do. They support you. They're interested in everything you do in your life. Your parents are your biggest fans. Don't take that for granted. Your parents are also wise, even if they dress like dorks. They've been through what you're going through. Don't fall for that ridiculous millennial idea that parents don't relate because they're too old. If you have a problem with a boy, your mom probably did too. If you don't know whether to switch your major or not, your dad probably struggled with that too. Call them, talk to them, listen to them. Number 3, go on a real date. Not Netflix and chill, not you want to hang out. Go on a real date. If you're a man, ask a girl directly if she'd like to go on a date, out to dinner with you, and men, pay for the date. If you're a girl, go on that date with a man who has the guts to be direct and ask you. Stop swiping right and left and texting strangers. Instead, sit across from somebody on a real date and try to get to know each other without looking at their Instagram first. Number 4, go to church. Part of the reason our nation is so obsessed with politics, part of the reason politics has devolved into tribalism is because people look to politicians and political ideology to be their savior instead of looking to our real savior. Get to know God. Jesus Christ loves you. Learn to love him back. God has a plan for your life specifically. That plan is better, more fantastic, and more fulfilling than anything you could do on your own. Learn to listen to God so you can follow his path. Number 5, make friends who share your principles and values. I know you're going to be told that making a diverse group of friends helps you understand other people's points of view, and that's true. There's nothing wrong with that. One of my very best friends is Jewish and a liberal. I'm Catholic and a conservative, and I love her to death. But one of the things I'm most thankful for in my life is my group of close girlfriends who share my beliefs. We live life together. We support each other. We encourage each other. We hold each other accountable. There is nothing in the world like having best friends who share your heart and mind. So don't worry about making friends with the popular kids or the cool kids. Find some real friends, and you'll be set for life. And that's my final point. You can reach me on Twitter at Liz_Wheeler. If you liked the show, please send me an email at oann.com/contact. In the meantime, catch us here tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern. And until then, have a good night.